Oh yeah, let's talk about some of the stuff we're seeing in Modern Horizons 3 spoilers. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it ugly? Is it Soren Markov doing a sexy pose, brother? Well, let me tell you something, dude. I get excited for new sets. I can't help it. I'm a magic man. I'm a magical man, brother. I like making new decks. I like brewing around new cards. I like seeing what's new. It's in my DNA. It's in the soul of every hyena from here to the golden shores of California. But these days it makes me feel a little dirty to get excited about a new set. I get a little guilty. I don't want to feed into the corporate sludge that's gunking up this game. I don't want people to feel like I'm shilling for a corporation or giving it a pass when they print a straight to modern set. It's got the same frame treatments as a Commander Legends. Has all kinds of premium nonsense at extraordinary prices. So let me reiterate, the corporate lizard people are bad. They're monsters. So let's check out some of these previews. Now, we've seen some reprints of the original Eldrazi Titans. We've seen reprints of the newer Eldrazi Titans, but that's not moving sets, boy. That's not getting the whales out there all juiced up. So what are they going to do, reprint the originals again? No way, man. So far, there are 3 more iterations of the original Eldrazi Titans. Very exciting, huh? Honestly, I would like to see some new Titans, maybe some teen Titans. The new Eldrazi, who's like an angsty 8th grader. He's got a backwards hat on, energy drink. I don't even care about the blind eternities. I hate my dad. Well, instead of that, we get Ulamog the Defiler. 10 generic mana, legendary creature, Eldrazi. It's a 7/7. When you cast this spell, target opponent exiles half their library, rounded up. Ward, sacrifice 2 permanents. This guy enters the battlefield with a number of +1/+1 counters on it, equal to the greatest mana value among cards in exile. Ulamog has Annihilator X, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on it. Big old boy, probably a 14/14 at least when it comes in. You gotta just counter this thing, man. It's a mess, but that first ability is a cast trigger. The second and third ability, though, they're not cast triggers, so if you reanimate this guy or otherwise cheat him out, he gets all that stupid stuff, man. There's gotta be some cards that are gonna be in exile, it's a commander game. Plus, you can just play around that. I don't know, man, this thing seems pretty powerful. Next up is Kozilek, the broken commander game. The broken reality. 9 generic mana for a legendary creature, Eldrazi, 9/9. When you cast this spell, up to 2 target players each manifest 2 cards from their hand, so they're losing hand advantage right there. For each card manifested this way, you draw a card. Well, you're gaining card advantage right there. Other colorless creatures you control get +3/+2. 9 mana, 9/9, colorless anthem. You're getting 4 5/4 manifest, drawn 4 cards. Jeepers creepers. Not as crazy as Ulamog though. This guy was always my favorite of the Titans because he's got that cool floating hat. And he's got a tiny head too, man. He's got huge shoulders just like Nikki G. This guy's cooler than the others. That's how I evaluate cards. And that's better commander, dude. Then we come to Emrakul, the world anew. 12 generic mana for a legendary creature, Eldrazi. It's a 12/12. This guy, when you cast this spell, gain control of all creatures target player controls. There's no until end of turn with that one. He has flying, protection from spells, and from permanents that were cast this turn. Bummer, dude. When this guy, the world anew, leaves the battlefield, sacrifice all creatures you control. Has madness, pay 6, colorless. Interesting. Is this thing supposed to resemble the female reproductive system, dude? You got the Flabius there, you got the Fimbriae, you got miscellaneous tentacles. It's all there, brother. Anyways, you have to cast this beast. It's gonna hang out forever though, unless you have a waterfront bouncer. The protection is absolutely bonkers, dude. And of course, we're getting the Commander Legends portrait treatment for some of the old and new legends. Kalia the Vast is getting a reprint. 1 red, white, and a black legendary creature, human cleric. It's a 2/2 with flying. Whenever this thing attacks an opponent, you may put an angel, demon, or dragon creature card from your hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking that opponent. They laughed because I couldn't walk. Now they tremble as I take flight. What, dude? They laughed at a baby because it couldn't walk? What a bunch of tunes. Never been a huge fan of this card, but people love it. Kalia just doesn't appeal to me. It's kind of a brain dead deck. It's like, I'm putting out an angel. It's like, okay, dude, that's great. If you like it, I'm going to meet you on the battlefield. I'm going to meet you with love, dude. But I think it's kind of boring. It's cool that she's got that Mike Tyson tattoo, though. Sometimes these art treatments just don't land, dude. We got Karek out there. What is this? What's going on? This is terrifying. Not because the character's terrifying, but because they did my boy dirty, dude. I don't understand what happens, man. This looks really bizarre. Looks like the singer from Disturbed over here, brother. And of course, we're going to get some new legends here. We got this guy, Genku the Future Shaper, 2 blue and a white legendary creature, Moonfolk Wizard, just like Nikki G. It's a 2/5. Whenever another non-token permanent you control leaves the battlefield, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. You're going to create a token with the following characteristics. You got a 2/2 Fox with Vigilance, you got a 1/2 blue Moonfolk with Flying, you got a 1/1 Black Rat with Lifelink. 3 blue and a white, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. This is a Blink commander. You're going to be looping Peregrine Drake with the Deadeye Navigator, make infinite mana, and you got the payoff right there, brother. Makes this idiot and the tokens arbitrarily huge. Looks like he's about to do a beatbox. Now call me a prude, call me a magic purist, but I prefer the Tempest versions of the Medallions. Those old cards were printed using the same rollers as some Charlie Brown comics or cards or something, dude. Some of them have faint outlines of Charlie Brown on them, real collector's items. Anyways, these are really good cards. Not great for budget players so far. They haven't had a ton of reprints prior to the modern plague of reprint sets for Commander players. I mean modern players. But you know what? Reprints are good for the hyenas who want cheap singles, dude. Now we are getting some flip planeswalkers. They start off as creatures, they have some flip condition, and they flip over into planeswalkers. They start as a dude and they evolve like a Pokemon into a damn planeswalker. These were popular last time they came out, cards like Liliana, Heretical Healer. These are legendary creatures with some flip conditions. It's interesting, it's a little mini game, see if you can get them to flip. I actually like these from a flavor perspective, build around perspective. It suggests a journey, you know, pre-spark to planeswalking Godman. And of course, it wouldn't be a super premium commander, modern set without a cycle of free spells. You gotta have some chase cards, man. The green one, it's probably gonna be about 50 cents. It's basically a free cultivate, but you have to sack a creature. The blue one, counter target spell. It's gonna be 60 bucks for a while the others are gonna be somewhere in between. Now, Flare of Fortitude, so this is 2 white instant. You may sacrifice a non-token white creature rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Until the end of turn, your life total can't change and permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible. This spell seems pretty nuts to me for a free spell if you ask me, dude. The blue one is just another free counter spell, but at least this has some Teferi's protection-like implications. It's interesting because you want to save all your creatures, you're willing to sacrifice one. Now, of course, we have all these Chase Mythics, we have all these Eldrazi Titans, we have all these damn artistic profile, Ashley Madison profile pick treatments, but you know what catches my eye, dude? Some of these uncommons. Brain Surge, 2 and a blue for an instant. Draw 4 cards and put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. This is an alternative version of Brainstorm. Costs 2 more, but you see more cards. I love this for top deck manipulation and just raw draw power. I'm always looking for redundant effects for Brainstorm, and in most situations this is worse, but some situations it's actually better. And the Eternal Witness is evolving like a dang Pokemon. Dude, you got the Evolution Witness out there, 2 and a green, creature, elf, shaman, mutant. It's a 2/1. Has 1 and a green, adapt 2. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on it, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Now this is an interesting design. It's both worse and situationally better than Eternal Witness. In a +1/+1 counters deck, this can get a bunch of cards back from the yard because you're putting counters on everything all the time. And we like that, brother. If you're plopping counters around, this might as well stick this lady right in there. Grim Servant, 3 and a black creature, zombie warlock. It's a 3/2 with menace. When this guy enters the battlefield, search your library for a card with mana value less than or equal to your devotion to black, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, you lose 3 life. You know, you guys are going to say, oh, this is a 4 mana tutor. Alright, man, but you can recur it, you can blink it, you can do all that crazy stuff because it's a creature. When it ETBs, go grab your soul ring, dude, or go grab a damn land. I don't care. Go grab something bigger if your devotion is higher. This one is going to be in a lot of decks, man. I really like this. You got that zombie synergy too. Now, in addition to all these Eldrazi Titans and your flip planeswalkers and your free spells, you have the big dad energy, dude. You got Eladamri Corvitical, or whatever the heck you're saying here, dude. This is my girlfriend's dad, man. Belby, Corrupted Observer. Check that card out if you haven't. 1 green, legendary creature, elf warrior. It's a 3/3. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library. Has green and tap. Tap 2 untapped creatures you control. Reveal a card from your hand or the top of your library. If you reveal a creature card this way, put it onto the battlefield. Activate only during your turn. This is nuts, man. Cheating out big stuff. It's an elf. My dude is looking hot. Looks like he's ready to slay the scene out there. Love this fella. Anyways, man, I'm looking forward to this set, but like the last 2 or 3 straight to modern sets, 3 if you count Lord of the Rings, These sets are packed with power and new spins on older archetypes. We got new Titans, we have new and old Legends in Commander. You know, we got the Legends Grinder frame out there, we got Medallions, flip planeswalkers, we got free spells, we got some new spins on well-worn and well-loved cards. I'm psyched, but a word of caution. Don't buy into the inflated pre-sale prices. I'm not buying boxes of this. I'm watching singles prices and reporting back to you. It's all about patience. You can delay that gratification. Keep it here for more spoilers and get in the Discord if you want. I got about 50, 60 dudes in there. We got dudes discussing things. It's a real erudite bunch in there. We got folks in there getting games over Untapped. We got folks in there getting games over Tabletop Simulator. I really like the Tabletop Simulator, but you guys do whatever you want. It's all about the love of the game. If you want to support the channel, get in the Patreon. I'll share my damn DNA with you in there, brother. Make a little clone for your nightstand. Nicky G signing off.